Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Pharez Okpere. You all know me. I call a press statement today on the refusal of the Nigerian police force to act on a petition that I wrote to them last month in respect of a threat to my life by the APC acting chairman in Edo State, Mr. Jarret Tenebe. I've just addressed the press, and this is the excerpt of the press statement. As you all know, sometime in December, Mr. Jarret Tenebe made a threat to my life on social media by saying that if I don't leave Edo State, I will be killed. On the 11th of December, to be precise, my legal team formally addressed a petition to the office of the Commissioner of Police regarding the life-threatening actions of Mr. Jarret Tenebe. The petition was duly received by the police on the 12th of December 2024. Subsequently, on the 19th of December 2024, my legal team and I, were invited by the intelligence unit of the State Police Command to adopt the petition and provide additional evidence to substantiate our claims. We honored the invitation, attending the meeting with our lawyers in full compliance with the request of the police. During this meeting, I provided a detailed statement, and the officers present assured us that the investigation will be initiated promptly, with Mr. Jarret Tenebe being invited for questioning. However, to my greatest surprise and shock, despite the assurances provided by the police officers, there was no significant progress in the investigation. No formal action that I know of has been taken to invite or question Mr. Jarret Tenebe. This delay in action by the Edo State Police Command is both disappointing and alarming, considering the seriousness and gravity of the threat made against my life. I wish to reiterate that the threat to my life as made by Mr. Jarret Tenebe remains unresolved, and I am left to wonder whether the political influence or affiliations of the suspect are interfering with the duty of the police to uphold the law. I call on the Inspector General of Police to intervene in this matter to ensure that justice is served. I seek an independent investigation into the actions of the Edo State Police Command, as well as the immediate commencement of an investigation into the threat of my life made by Mr. Jarret Tenebe. This delay is not only an obstruction to justice, but also an abuse of power. It is my hope that the authorities will act swiftly and decisively to ensure that the rule of law is upheld and that the safety of my life and every other citizen in Edo State is well guaranteed. I look forward to the prompt and fair resolution of this matter. Thank you, and God bless you all.
So, this is the video that have been circulating on the social media, and the person speaking is Pharez Okpere, with all indication after going through his Facebook page and all. Is a supporter of the PDP, and this is him coming out to lay a claim, an alleged claim that the chairman of the All Progressive Congress in Edo State, Jarret Tenebe, made a threat to his life. And after reporting to the Nigeria police, they did nothing about it. They did nothing about it. After reporting to the Nigeria police that some person made a threat to his life, they did nothing about it. And quickly, I will just read the threat note, the chat that they had, and the threat that was made to this young man's life. I will just read it. Here says, I will post it also. Here says, Jarret Tenebe. This is him writing. Some people will have to be excused. Some people will have to excuse us from Edo State now. And if they refuse, they will be forced out. We may start with you. This is Jarret Tenebe speaking to Pharez Okpere. The Pharez replied, Jarret Tenebe, how do you force someone out of his own state? How do you force someone out of his own state for calling out a governor? You called Governor Godwin Obaseki all kinds of names. Nobody ever forced you out of the state. Then Jarret Tenebe replied, Pharez Okpere, if I ask you to leave and you refuse, you will be killed. So, my first question is, Jarret Tenebe, are you now the custodian of authority in Edo State that you now have the right to decide who stays in Edo State and who leaves and who goes out of Edo State? Are you also the governor of the state that can determine who stays in Edo State or who goes out of Edo State? Do you have the custodian right or power to excommunicate anybody in the state just for calling out a governor? I remember, you can see that from the shots that they both had, you can see that the issue is Pharez calling out the current governor. Calling out the current governor. And these were the propaganda that the APC, they are known for. All through the 8 years of Godwin Obaseki, APC, they constantly called out the governor. And now the baton has turned around and they are fighting anyone who called them out. And here is the APC chairman coming out to make a threat, not only a threat of telling somebody you are going to be forced out of the state, which he has no right to do, to carry out, but he did not only stop there. Here he is telling the person, if you refuse to go out of the state, you will be killed. And that is the sharp evidence. My question is, Jarret Tenebe, what power do you have? For the fact that the APC administration, they are the one on board right now in Edo State, does not give you the right, like I said in my precedented video before, is that we only voted the governor in your party and the deputy governor in your party. Aside that, no other. So you have no power, you have no right to excommunicate anyone. You have no power, you have no right to force anyone out of Edo State. You have no power. Every Edolite or anyone who lives in Edo State, whether it's an Edolite or is from another state, is living in Edo, you have no power to force them out of Edo State. You have no power. Who are you to force people out, to give threats? And this is the young man coming out that he has reported this matter to the Nigerian police of how the chairman of the APC made a threat to his life and nothing has been done. Is it the police telling us that they have been cajoled by the APC administration? That the APC administration, they are the one who cut the shot? Is it the police telling us that they are affiliated to APC? Now that the APC is in power, nobody can speak. But you guys should not forget that every Edolite or every Nigerian, they have their own opinion. They have their freedom of speech. They have their freedom of speech. No Nigerian is more than another Nigerian, and no Edolite is superior to another Edolite. No one. We are all Edolite and we are all Nigerians. Why would Jarret Tenebe, who recognize you? 8 years, previous 8 years, who recognize you? You were not found. Nobody recognizes you. Now that APC, they are in the frame of power, you are coming out to start making threat. You are coming out to start making threat. This is me calling out to the Nigerian police. Something has to be done on this case. on this case. Jarret Tenebe cannot go around and make threats to people's life. He cannot go around and decide who lives in Edo and who goes out from Edo. It cannot.